Hello, little bear cubs. This episode of Secondhand Therapy is sponsored by BetterHelp. And, they want us to tell you the benefits of therapy, but it's kind of the show.
Right?
If you listen to us, we're pro-therapy. You used BetterHelp recently, yes?
I have. I just signed up.
How'd it go?
It's great. I got to pick my own therapist. They have a bunch, there's 2 or 3 pages of people that I got to choose from. And I just started a few sessions ago.
Nice. Have you used their journal feature?
I have not seen that yet, but I'm excited to because I love a digital journal.
Who doesn't love a digital journal? We're excited to have them as a new sponsor. You went to BetterHelp because you were in between insurance.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this and maybe you're in between insurance, maybe you don't have insurance, it's a good resource to start therapy. And if you listen to the show and you've been wanting to get into therapy and you don't really know where to start, BetterHelp's a good option. And they were nice enough to give us a discount code. If you're listening and you want to start with BetterHelp, go to betterhelp.com/secondhandtherapy and you get 10% off your first month. All the info will be in the episode description below. Get in therapy,
It's great. Check it out.
Hello, my little bear cubs, and welcome back to another episode of Secondhand Therapy.
Welcome. Yeah.
Here's what's going on. We're not therapists.
No.
We're not experts.
No.
This is not a substitute for therapy.
Mm-mm.
This is not professional advice
Mm-mm.
in any way.
No way.
You're going to hear ads.
A lot of them.
And I'm going to be honest with you. It's a lot.
So many.
And we're not doing commercial breaks anymore. So they're going to pop up and fuck your whole goddamn day up.
They're going to scare you.
And you're like, why are you doing this? Go to Patreon.
Go to Patreon.
Go to Patreon, guys.
Head on over there.
Yeah. Go to Patreon. Patreon.com/secondhandtherapypod.
Ad-free episodes.
Ad-free episodes. Early episodes.
Early access.
And if you just can't get enough, there's bonus features. There's After the Pod. There's ASMR. There's a whole other podcast.
So much.
That is a problem.
It's getting reckless.
It's a problem.
It's getting reckless.
If it were released publicly, I would be worried.
Yeah. You wouldn't hear this. We'd be canceled.
Yeah, we need a publicist. That's on Patreon, unfortunately. Now, we also have merch available. Secondhandtherapypod.com.
Great merch. Great.
And I'm going to be honest with you, our merch has no business being as good as it is. It's very high quality, and it's pretty fucking dope. It's all designed in-house. It's good. We got some tie-dye shit. The logos are embroidered. It's a heavyweight tee. It's perfect for summer.
We're talking stitching. Okay.
That's what embroidered means. Correct. Vasectomy Farm stuff still out. Portion of that still going to Women's Reproductive Resources. If you want to contact us, it's all in the episode description below, but I'm going to tell it to you right now anyway. Text 818-850-2448.
No clue.
That's right. secondhandtherapypod@gmail.com if you want to write in. And if you want to send us some mail, P.O. Box 230595, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89105.
We'd love to hear from you.
Again, all in the episode description below. Support the pod. Hey, wherever you're listening, leave a review. Subscribe to the feed.
Share with a friend.
Share it. Follow the social media. Do all the things. Support the pod. These ads are going to fuck your whole day up, dude.
They're going to ruin your day.
Yeah. All right. Play the music and then an ad.
Enjoy the show.
But mostly the ads, bitch. Hello, my little bear cubs, and welcome back.
Secondhand Therapy.
This is the second time she had brought it up, and I'm familiar with the term, emotionally focused therapy, or EFT. But I've experienced it and not known. But she gave me a little intro.
Okay.
And it was she basically asked me a list of attachment questions. And, well, it was uncomfortable, wasn't it? No.
I've never heard of emotional based. I thought all therapy was emotional based.
Well, it's emotionally focused.
Oh,
therapy,
emotionally
so it's
focused. Got
EFT.
it. Got it.
And lucky for you, I printed out the questions. So,
Of course you did.
we're going to go through them. Also,
Yeah.
I have text access to my therapist for the first time.
How do you feel about that?
I like it.
Really?
I'm into it.
I thought you were a pretty stern believer that you shouldn't have that.
No, I think you could have it, but like, it's so much easier than going through the office and like, but she'll usually send me a text a few days after our session, be like, hey, here's a link to the things we talked about.
Oh.
Or like, here's the link to the book I mentioned. I just want to make sure you had it in case you wanted. And so I replied and I said, hey, will you send me a link to the questions you asked me?
Nice.
And she said, you got it. So,
I love it.
Shall we dive in?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I've already answered these, so I don't have to.
That's how
that works.
That's not fair.
All right. Attachment history. An attachment history involves doing a history of each person's experiences in attachment relationships. Here are some questions you may use during a phase of EFT. Okay, and then there's a section for childhood attachment relationships and romantic attachment relationships.
I'll skip that.
Both of them.
Yeah, skip.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're just going to stick to the top. Okay. Question 1. Not in any order, and they're also not numbered. I don't know why is that number 1. Okay. What did you learn from your family about being emotional and vulnerable?
Oh, that it wasn't allowed. That's an easy one.
Okay, so same.
Yeah.
So when you were emotional, what happened?
It was met with humor. And then it was kind of swept under the rug as, we're just trying to get through it as quick as possible. And then also it was just followed up with like, what are you stuck on? Like there's nothing we can do about it. So like, let's go.
I don't remember us growing up together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yours was like that too, huh?
Yeah.
Because you've talked before about mom fixing everything.
Yeah.
Is that what fixing was? Was sweeping it under the rug?
I mean, no. She would just like go to battle for me. If there was something going on with the teacher or something going on, whatever, like then she would handle those battles. Like emotionally, it was just led by example too, between her and my grandmother. Like I very rarely would see either one of them cry. I was just telling my therapist this, like I used to be proud that I cried once a year. Like that used to be like a badge of honor. And now I cry once a day.
Did you cry today?
I didn't cry today.
So you're a liar.
You got me.
Yep. I cried today.
Did you?
No. Didn't cry yesterday either.
You haven't, when's the last? Yeah, we've talked about
The last time I cried?
Yeah, it's been
1 week since you looked at me. It was in Burbank.
Really?
Yeah, and it was when I was with my partner, so within the last year.
Yeah, you did have that breakthrough. I remember that.
I thought you were going to say breakdown, and I was about to be angry.
Really?
Yeah. Why would I be angry? Don't know.
Well, that's programming. Because crying is breakdown, which means...
Yeah, you had that breakdown. I was like, hey, bitch.
Yeah.
What the fuck is your problem?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
I had... you think it's a breakthrough?
Yeah, because you have trouble identifying emotions, expressing emotions sometimes, and then we know you can't cry.
Well,
so
I can. I just don't.
Sure.
And it's not a choice.
Exactly. So a breakthrough would mean like, yeah, it broke through that barrier or whatever you're having. So yeah, that's a breakthrough.
I did that one time.
And good for you. Be
Thanks,
proud of
man.
that.
I am. I wish I could do it again.
But in what ways were you taught though, like to repress those emotions?
Similar of like, what can we do about it? And if the answer is nothing, then yeah, life's hard. The world's a tough place. I always remember the only emotions I remember being being okay to show was anger or frustration.
Yeah.
That was normal. You can be frustrated, you can be you don't be disrespectful, but you can be angry and frustrated but like sad, I was too embarrassed about being sad to let anybody know I was sad.
Yeah.
Joy, I don't know. I didn't want to annoy anybody with my joy.
Didn't want to annoy anybody.
Yeah, annoying you got to be happy around somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I notice that in myself now. I'll be around somebody that's just like really enjoy. Like, you ever been around? Well, you haven't because you're normal-ish. You ever been around like you're sitting across from somebody and you're eating food and they take a bite and they're just like, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. It's a burger. Do you know how shitty that is to get annoyed at someone else's excitement?
Dude.
I was that guy for a long time and I fucking hate that was a part of my life. It was like a portion of my life.
I recently had to talk myself out of that emotion or out of that reaction because I was flipping through TikTok and this woman was on a train and she's like, excuse me, does anybody mind if I sing a song? And she's like, no, you guys want to hear a song? And then she just like sang like this happy song and was like cheery and dancing. And I was like, my blood was boiling. I was like, why would you fucking do this?
Here's the thing. That's the right reaction.
But
and I'm going to tell you
happy.
why. Hold on. I have one clarifying question.
Mm-hmm.
Whose TikTok was it?
I don't know.
Was it hers, the singer?
I think so, yeah.
Fuck her. Fuck her, dude. Because she's not doing it because she had a song that had to come out. She's doing it for this manufactured thing so she can share, look how different I am, and then she can zoom in on people's faces, and some people are like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
That's the right reaction.
Okay.
That's it. Throw her out the window. Hey, bitch.
Yeah.
You off the train.
I remember I was like, oh God, I would hate this.
Yeah. I would too.
And then I was like, well, and then I caught myself and I'm like, hey, this person's just being like.
Why do you think you would hate it? Let's assume it's a real life thing. She's not filming herself. And it really is an organic thing of somebody like.
This goes into public awareness for me.
Okay.
Hey, don't do that. We're all on the fucking train. You put your headphones in, you sit here like everybody else, and you get to the destination. You're up singing and dancing. That's not what we do here. What the fuck are you doing?
So what is that emotion?
It's a little bit of that justice feeling that I have, that I struggle with when I'm, again, like when the conversations we get into about like when people get up too early on the plane to like exit and stuff and not go row by row. I'm like, oh, hey, that's not what we're doing here.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of that.
But do you have a desire to do something like that on the train?
No.
How is that the same?
It's just that like, it's like the societal rules, right? Like we all agreed we're going to sit on this fucking train and be miserable. We're on a subway. Our job is to just shut the fuck up. You listen or you read and you shut, and like we just get there.
Okay.
And you're breaking the rules. You're up dancing and singing and doing it. Hey, we agreed.
You said it 10 times. We got it. Yeah, we got it.
That's what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Okay.
For you, it's the manufactured part of it. But if that was taken away, it's real life situation.
If we're assuming it's not being filmed or anything, I think if I'm honest with myself and I like go through a few layers, I'm jealous that that person is so free and unembarrassed that they would just get up and do that. I think I'm being a hater is what it is. I'm like, this fucking idiot. And I'm like, it's pretty fucking cool. I could never. I would never.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is for me. It's just pure being a hater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah, I think the other part of it for me too is that commisery that I was just raised with too. It's like, oh, you think you're better than me? You're singing on the train? you think you're better than me? Okay. I hope we fucking wreck.
Jesus, you think you're better than me is that's a wild one.
Yeah, it's like, it's that commisery of like, oh, you got nothing wrong in your life. You're so happy you could sing. Must be nice.
Wow.
I'm going to sit here and fucking stew about it. And that's why I had to check myself. And I'm like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that hater. Like, shut up. Let her be happy.
Yeah. All right. Question 2.
Sure. Also, sidebar.
Yeah.
I noticed that our, like, there's nothing we can do about it, like, move on emotion is different. Yours, because you said something, you said, life's hard sometimes. Like, that's just what it is. I never had that follow-up. It was just like, there's nothing we can do. Like, and that's the stopping point. It was just like, there's nothing we can do about it. So stop crying.
Oh.
There was never like, this happens, or like, this is what life is, or sometimes.
Oh, yeah. No, mine was like,
yeah,
get used to it, dude.
Yeah.
Toughen up. It's going to happen a lot.
And you and I get in that loop sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's interesting.
My therapist said something that really stuck with me about that. She was saying that because that is true. Life is hard. The world is a crazy place where bad things happen.
Yeah.
But even though that's true, a child, they're not out in the world. They're at home. Home should be a safe space. So, yes, the world is hard. Life is tough. But I'm at home right now. Like, this should be a safe space. And often when you have those moments with parents, it's not emotionally safe. You're not allowed to be emotional. It's not a moment of teaching. It's a moment of repressing the emotions because the world is tough. Hey, we're not out in the world. I'm at home with my mom. Why does it feel like ouchie?
Yeah.
You know? And that really stuck with me about, like, the world is tough, but when you're at home, you're not out in the world. And that should be a safe space. And it sounds like for us it wasn't. Now, question number 2.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it, so let's move on.
Let's move on. What do you remember happening? I'm going to start that over. Edit that out.
Keeping it.
Okay. What do you remember happening when you were little and you were hurt? Who did you turn to? Could you say you were hurting? And what was the response?
Yeah, it was mom and or grandma.
Yeah. And we're going to stick with emotional hurt, not like you scraped your knee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom or grandma.
Okay.
And it was just infinite coddling.
What does that look like? That is a direct, what's the word? It's the opposite of what you said the first time. It's like, nothing we can do about it, get rid of it, and now you're being coddled. I'm fascinated. Keep talking.
Yeah, if I'm crying to her because I'm, sad somebody was mean to me at school, then it's reassurance and hugs and cuddles and.
So what were the situations in the first one you were talking about?
Like if something bad happens, if somebody dies or somebody, something. Yeah, I guess more tragedy-based things than not really like day-to-day emotional things of like, this kid stole my thing, and it's like, then that was met with reassurance and coddling and stuff. But if it was like,
Oh,
fuck,
you
dad's dead,
you've
it's like, well, nothing we can do about it.
you've compartmentalized like levels of
Oh,
emotion and hurt.
yeah, those are different hurts.
Oh, okay.
No, not for you.
Sure they're different levels, but
Yeah.
it's odd that somebody called me fat and you get a hug and you're like, "Dad's dead," and she's like, "Well, suck it up."
Yeah.
Odd.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that I'm saying it out loud, for sure.
Yeah, I was like, "How is this a different answer, dude?"
Yeah.
Oh, coddling, endless coddling. She told me to go fuck myself. Hey,
Yeah.
wow.
Because those things felt like they were out of our hands, like tragedy's out of our hands, but like somebody being mean to you because, like, again, like I come home and be like, yeah, this kid called me a big fat idiot. My mom would hug me and call him, oh, you're not Michael. He's just jealous of you. And
But
you're
that is
so
out
handsome.
of your, that's also out of your hands. What that guy's saying. No?
I didn't feel that. Like, real tragedy feels like it's uncontrollable. Some kid calling you a fucking name at school feels like not a tragedy, It's like it's just different. Those are not even in the same ballpark for me.
Amount of hurt, sure.
Yeah.
But having control over them, it seems the same.
I don't know, maybe control's the wrong word. I don't know, but like, yeah, even though we couldn't, yeah, I guess you're right with the word control there, but like, I don't know what else to call it. Like, God's will, you know what I mean? Like, whatever you want to call tragedy versus what other people do, like controlling the actions of others. Like, that's more universal than it is societal.
Okay. So did she have a way of stopping him from calling you fat again the next day?
No, but she would just, her job was then to just build me up, to build my resistance up, You're not, Michael. You're not that. He's just jealous of you. You're so handsome. Look, You
believe her?
In those moments, sure. It feels nice. I don't know if belief's a strong word, but it feels better.
So what is the resistance if you don't believe it?
I don't know. It just kind of gives you a little bit of padding to go back, even if you don't fully believe it.
I think the Oreos gave you the padding.
Hey, Mommy's doing it again.
Yeah, for me, so like if somebody stole your thing.
Yeah.
What does the coddling sound like?
It's not a big deal. We'll get another one. It's not a big deal, Michael.
We'll get another one?
That doesn't matter. It's okay. God. You're fine. Like, don't worry about it.
You lived in a consequence-free world.
Yeah, I've told you that. Like, it's like only child, not only child, but like miracle child. So like, yeah, I think that's the part that you forget sometimes is like my parents were told they would never have children.
Yeah.
And then I came about. And so my mother was like, this is my identity for ever now. Like, this is my miracle baby.
Oh, if I had something and somebody stole it, it would be like, how did that happen? And I'd be like, oh, I left it and I didn't. She'd be like, okay, well, when you don't put your stuff back in your backpack, that's what's going to happen. Like, there was getting another one. You can go get that one back. But yeah, buddy, if I didn't like taking care of my things.
Yeah.
Very important in my house. Like, you take care of your things because it's not assumed that you just get these things.
Yeah.
Like having a Game Boy.
Yeah.
Buddy. Ain't nobody getting my Game Boy. I'll never get another one. Like, a Game Boy is a special thing to have because you don't just get a Game Boy.
Yeah, but if somebody beat you up at school and took your Game Boy, you're going to come home, your mom's going to be like, hey, you shouldn't have got beaten up.
I've never been beaten up. I've never seen anybody get beaten up either. I think that's the movies.
Like, let's say somebody legit takes your Game Boy from you. It wasn't your mistake. It wasn't you didn't leave it out somewhere. Like, somebody took it from you.
I don't see that
Your
happening.
your mom would be like, well, go get it back.
No, she'd be like, well, where did it happen? At school?
Yeah, that's what
She'd
I
be
mean.
like, who'd you tell? Did you tell the teacher? Did you tell somebody that he took your Game Boy?
Yeah.
What did you do? Would be the question. What'd you do about it? It's not like go get it, go fight him, but like, what's the route you took to find us? Like, obviously, tell the teacher, hey, he took my Game Boy or whatever. Yeah, that would have been the question.
Yeah.
You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
No, I'm trying to figure out like if I came home and was like, yeah, this kid took my Game Boy. My mom would probably go through those channels for me,
Mm-hmm.
and if there was no solution, then there would just be another Game Boy.
That's crazy.
They would just be like,
That's insane to me.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting another Game Boy. I didn't take care of my first one. Or it would have been, why did you bring that to school? That would have been a good. I'd be like, fuck, I don't know. You're right.
Now there'd be anger in those areas, but it wouldn't affect the outcome.
Oh yeah.
They would be like, I can't believe you took that to school. I told you to leave it home. Sorry, you know. And then the next Game Boy, she'd be like, now don't take this to school.
And you would still take it to school.
Probably. But
yeah. See, I had consequences.
no, actually I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. I'd be too scared to take it to school ever again. So, but yeah, that's how it would go for that.
Damn. All right. I don't think I answered it. When you were hurt, who did you turn to? Oh, okay. So you turned to mom. What about older as a teenager?
Mom
And
grandma.
late teens, early 20s.
Mom,
Shut up.
grandma.
Okay.
And late 20s. Mom, grandma.
Jesus. Good for you, pussy. So when I was hurt, when I was little, it was my mom because she was my primary caregiver. I got to tell you, once about middle school start, nobody. No one, dude.
Why?
Embarrassed. Yeah. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
What
Yeah.
did you think? What was the fear of somebody of asking for help or leaning on somebody? Not even asking for help, but just like
I don't know that it was subconsciously, I'm sure it was a fear. It was just embarrassment. I was embarrassed that something bad happened or I was scared or like, dude, I remember anytime I felt scared, it was the most humiliating thing because I did not want anybody to know I was feeling scared.
why?
Hey, man. How the fuck? I don't know.
Would you really don't like have a reason for that?
I mean, I would assume it's because like I've talked about it on here before. Like when I was young, if I was like scared of the dark or something, and I would try to go like sleep in my mom's bed, she would send me back to bed.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's shit like that. That anytime I showed fear, I was rejected.
Yeah.
So fear was like.
So you didn't feel like you had an option. It wasn't that you were choosing. It wasn't just like you woke up one day and you're like, I'm not going to ask anybody again. It was like more of a feeling of like, there are no options. It's me now.
Maybe. I think it makes more sense in my head of I can sit with this alone or I can go be rejected by my mom.
Right. Yeah.
Which do I want to do? And it's just a learned behavior of, all right, I'll deal with it on my own. So at least I don't have to get rejected and feel like shit over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bummer.
What about with relationships and things like that when you got into those when you were older? Was that still the same fear of rejection or could you lean on your partners?
Not until my current relationship. Too embarrassed. Which I assume is, fear of rejection. Or fear of judgment, probably. Being seen as weak.
Yeah.
Which is probably from my childhood and a lot of societal programming, too.
Yeah. Did you notice even when I said, let's say you got beat up at school and you're like, I didn't get beat up. Like it was like a,
It's also
it's like
it's
this-
also a circumstance of like I went to Catholic school when I was young,
yeah,
and there's 40 fifth graders. Like, I didn't go to public school till middle school, and yeah, I never got beat up.
yeah,
I just didn't.
yeah. I thought it was more so like,
No,
no, I'm not weak. I don't get beat up.
Oh no, it wasn't like that. It was
Okay.
just one of those things where I know you're trying to do a scenario, and I'm like, yeah, that didn't happen though.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, but if it did,
Yeah.
So I was just like pre-annoyed. Like,
Yeah.
when I go, I didn't get beat up. You're like, okay, well, I'm not literally saying beat up, and yeah,
Wow. Hey man, kids at my school got beat up.
of course they did.
So like,
Ran each other with their tractors.
so yeah.
I saw a couple of fights, but I never saw like a bullying turn into like a beating.
Oh yeah.
Nothing like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like seeing fights. Very uncomfortable to watch.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Almost a couple times, but I've always been pretty strong. So the most it's ever gotten is like a shove. Like once I shove you, they always fall down, and then it's kind of over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I tried to fight a kid once. I did. Because I was like, well, let's just fucking get this out of the way. I was in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, all right, let me get this out of the way. And there was this, I heard this one kid, everybody's like, this kid's been talking a lot of shit about you. And I was like, well, he's a fucking idiot. What do I care? And then, I forget what happened, but I heard him saying something about me. And I was like, and I didn't like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And so it was after school, and I remember asking, I was like, where's this kid after school? Where can I find him? And they're like, oh,
Most Italian thing ever.
Yeah.
Tell me where I can find this
Where
guy.
can I find him?
Where's he hang out? To buy the monkey bars?
Yeah. Well, it was high school, but yeah. Like, oh, he always walks back by the basketball courts because he lives down in whatever neighborhood. And I was like, oh, okay. So I pulled up on him in my car, and I was like, hey. He's like, what's up? And I was like, no, not what's up. I got yeah, and I was like, you want to fight it out, or what are we doing? And he's like, nah, fighting is stupid. And I go, okay, shut your fucking mouth then. And I just left. That was it.
Nice.
And then everyone's like, well, you didn't even get out of your car? I was like,
Just a drive-by bullying.
I drove by, I was like, hey, well, you want to do this or not? And he said no, so I left. And that was it. I tried.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I think I was relieved, though, because I was like, also, God, I would have beat the fuck out of that kid.
Yeah.
And it's just like, even now, I avoid physical confrontation at all costs. Dude, the idea of like breaking somebody's jaw or breaking somebody's nose, I know myself. Like, as soon as the anger's over, I'm going to feel terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you're bothering my girl, it's one thing. If you're bothering my niece or my sister or my mom, like something like that,
Yeah.
I'll introduce you to the pavement, But like a stupid thing at Costco, I'm going to fucking wreck some guy's face over. Dude, I would feel so bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
I feel that sometimes even after like verbal shit you get into with somebody and you're like, God, why'd we do that? That was stupid.
Yeah. Strangers, I don't care, but people I care about, yeah.
Yeah, even strangers, I'm like, that guy, what are we doing? Ugh.
Yeah, I don't get it with strangers. You can get it.
I've been in a few fights in my life. I also got mollywopped a couple times.
I know. You got your double earrings ripped out.
I did.
I remember that.
I did. Have I ever told the story in here about getting in a fight when I was young and while my father was still alive? Okay, so my dad was watching me. Big quotations around that.
Yeah, passed out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was down at the park, and some kid and I got in a fight. I don't even know what it was about, and he got me.
Yeah,
I got licked.
Uh-huh.
And I came back to the house, and I told my dad, and he was like, "Well, go back down there, and don't come back till you win."
Bring that pipe over there. Grab the pipe.
He grabbed the pipe. So I had to go back out, and guess what?
Got you again.
Got me again.
Yeah.
Got me again.
Yeah.
I came back. I was like, I'm not going back. It's tough. That was my father's way of parenting.
I mean,
Hey,
that tracks.
that's fucking 90s dad through and through.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, you got beat up? Oh, not in this house.
Yeah, and also like, I mean, I'm kind of with your dad, bro. Like, not if that is the thing, and you are gonna go back,
Yeah.
bro. You got to wait till he tires out. Something. Do something. You can't go back twice. Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah.
All right, question 3. Nah, we already did that kind of. How did you know when a parental figure was sad? Oh no, when did you know? Jesus Christ. How did you know when a parent was angry?
We've talked about this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Silent.
Treatment. What if they were angry not at you?
Silent.
If she's mad at grandma, she's not talking to you.
She's not talking to nobody. She's isolating herself. She's silent. She's short.
What'd that feel like for you?
Rejection. Neglect.
That's how you teach your kids to try to control their parents' emotions, if you're listening.
That's how you teach them to try to control everybody's emotions.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah. What about you?
You could tell. Yeah, you could tell.
Well, she'd have her shoe in one hand and then
She, louder.
loud.
Yelling, profanity sometimes. Not always at us, but yeah, you tell mom's mad. For sure. If she was mad at us, yeah, some yelling, like we got hit sometimes. Yeah, but I think some silent treatment probably.
Yeah. It sounds like you got anger and I got disappointment.
Yeah. Be a good way to put it.
My mother would be like, cannot, nope, can't believe it.
Yeah.
And never yelling or anger, just like,
Oh, yeah, no yelling.
and you're like,
Not yelling.
yeah, but this is a...
Oh, yeah, if I took, yeah, but I don't want to fucking hear it.
Oof.
I don't want to hear it.
I'd rather have that. I'd
Yeah.
rather have it out with somebody than somebody to shut down on me. Still.
Hey, you're the guy that shuts down.
Well, fucking duh.
And unfortunately, I'm the guy that likes to have it out. And then you shut down and oopie.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. We're just two moms yelling at each other.
Yeah. How did you know when, we're just going to say mom. How did you know when mom was sad or afraid?
She would be... Let's start here.
Mm-hmm.
She would mask it really well. So it would be almost impossible for you to know if she was sad or afraid. But she would get quiet sometimes. You could just, like, there would just be a quietness to her.
Different than silent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Quiet, not silent. Sometimes. But it would just be a hint of it. It wouldn't, you almost have to be a fucking bloodhound to sniff it out on her. You know what I mean? You'd have to really be paying attention to be like, hold on. You okay? And the answer is always, yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine. But, yeah, the goal was to not know. You?
Well, before I go,
Yeah.
you want to talk about the level of detection you're having with your mother to be safe at home? You just said quiet, not silent. You had to be a bloodhound to sniff it out. Hey, man,
Yeah.
that's not normal for a kid to have to navigate in their home.
She's being strong for us.
You don't have to defend her. We could just talk about how it impacted you if you want.
But I think I'm not trying to defend. I think that's a normal thing for parents to want to be strong for their children. Maybe she was taking that too seriously. But yeah. I didn't look at that as safety because she's sad or she's afraid. It doesn't have to do with my safety. She's not going to take those emotions out on me. And like, it has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like, if it was the answer to the other question, I think that would have to do with safety. But yeah, I think I would just look at it as that's what parents do. They try to stay strong in front of their children.
You really have compartmentalized a lot of emotions with your mother.
Yeah? Is that not normal? Was your mother not strong in front of you?
Sure. But I also, that's tied into every other thing my mom does. With you, it's, well, no, that doesn't affect me. Hey, man, you're still hyper aware of what your mom is doing because obviously you're feeling some sort of way.
Yeah.
That's the root of what we're talking about. And you're trying to, well, it's different because she was sad and she's not going to take that out on me. Okay. You're fucking 10, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know mom's quiet and you notice that and you have to fix it because I'm assuming at that time it felt like a threat. Yeah, you keep compartmentalizing it as why it's okay and why it's not. And it's interesting. Seems like you're still very protective of her image.
I thought I was just describing the situations.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought that's what we were doing. I didn't realize it was something else. Okay. What's the difference between what I'm doing and what you're doing?
I haven't once defended my mother's behavior. I'm just talking about my experience. I think it's a big difference.
Besides this last thing about just being like, I think all parents are just strong, like in front of their kids. Like, besides that, like, have I been?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And what? Can you give me another example? I'm being serious. Can you give me another example?
Not off the top of my head. I get the feeling and impression that you're stating your experience with the intent of not speaking negatively of your mom directly, is how it comes across to me. Which I don't think I'm speaking of my mother negatively. I'm sharing my experience.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are going to hear that and be horrified. And that is what it is. Whereas it just seems to me like you're still very protective of how you speak of her and especially how you want people to hear you speak of her.
Yeah, besides this last part, I didn't really catch myself doing that. But maybe, I mean,
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll be more aware of it.
You don't need to be. It's not the thing.
Yeah,
I could be misreading it as well.
Yeah, I wasn't. That's something I was trying to do on purpose.
I know. That's another thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Just, I was like, I'm not trying. It wasn't her intent. Yeah, I know. We're talking about getting down.
Yeah.
It's never whatever's right in front of your face. That's never what we're talking about.
Yeah. Hmm.
What's going on?
I was just thinking, like, yeah, yeah, I am protective of her, but I don't know. I don't, man, I almost said, you'll love this, you fucking freak.
You fucking freak? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
fucking love this.
All right.
I almost said, yeah,
Open your eyes, though.
Why? I don't want to.
I know. Open your fucking eyes when you talk.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I almost said, yeah, of course, I'm protective of her. She's someone who needs my protection.
And there it is.
You fucking piece of shit.
Why am I a piece of shit?
You bring it out of me, you piece of shit. You went in there and got that. You fucking...
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't, yeah. Yeah, she's somebody who needs my protection.
No, she's not. You know who needs your protection?
Don't say it.
You. Yeah. It's hard to protect yourself when you're always worried about mom, though, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
Yay. This is a fun game.
Oh, I didn't answer sad or afraid. Is that fine?
No.
Oh.
I'd like to hear your...
I'm too honest. Afraid? Never seen it. Ever. Never seen my mom seem afraid, act afraid, be afraid. Never. Sad. I've seen my mom cry twice.
Yeah.
Once was at her father's funeral during the eulogy she was giving. And the other was not my story to tell, so I'm not going to be sharing that. Couldn't tell you.
Moments where she was quote unquote allowed to be sad.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. That's probably a good way to put it. Yeah, so I couldn't identify my mom as, especially as a kid. Now I think I could probably pick it out. Yeah, I don't ever remember having a thought of like, oh, mom seems off or mom seems sad. She was either fine or she was angry. That was it. Yeah.
How do you think it affected you in that way? Do you think you just kind of followed the leader?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, those are my two go-tos. I'm either fine or I'm pissed.
Yeah.
You know? I've gotten in more too in the last couple of years. I can really tune into moments of joy, and I can tune into sadness. Still don't tune in much to excitement. I've always been tuned into fear. I think I was a very scared kid. I think I operate as, I don't know, decently fearful, but I'm pretty tuned into when I feel fear. I just still am too embarrassed to talk about it with anybody, I guess.
Yeah, what does that look like when you...
I'm not going to talk about it with you. Were you listening? I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I use humor when I'm uncomfortable. What's your question? I need a drink.
Yeah, take me through that process. What is it like when you are experiencing fear? What do you do with it? If you're not expressing it or you're not telling anybody, like, what do you do with it?
You mean instance? What kind of fear? Like danger or
I don't know.
abandonment or what? Like a threat to my physical safety or something else?
Not like... I mean, just like the day-to-day anxiety of fear that comes up.
I'll logic my way out of it or deal with it with my head. So yeah, I decide if it's a realistic threat that I'm under, if it's just anxiety. And if it is more anxiety than anything else, I just talk myself through the logic of like why it's not a real threat. Like fight or flight isn't a real reaction in this moment. It's biological. But if it is a real thing to be scared of, I try to sit with it. But it's still something that I'm always going to sit with alone right at this point in my life. I think my current partner, I could tell her if I was feeling scared. I think I have. But kind of the way you phrased it with my mom, it has to be something that you're allowed to be scared of.
Yeah, the allowance.
I can. This is normal to be scared. Like, I'll tell you about it. Anything else, yes. There's way too much shame and embarrassment.
Is it the same fear of rejection if you share it, or?
Probably rejection or judgment, I think. Yeah.
Would you judge others if they were scared?
I'd like to say no. But, I'm a pretty flawed human being, so I'm sure if there was... Well, no, I don't think I would judge. But I think my reaction... If somebody was scared of something that I see as minuscule or not something to be scared of, I wouldn't judge them, but I could understand how my reaction could leave them in a place of feeling judged.
Yeah.
Because I am monotone and I do joke around and I do, that's how I handle things. And if you don't know me or if you're not in a moment of, if you need like sincere comfort or understanding, that's not my initial reaction. My initial reaction is always humor.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think I would judge, but I think that because I don't often lead with a softness, that I think people could think they're being judged or feel judged. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Two things.
Mm-hmm.
I brought that up because that's oftentimes how it's been reframed for me to feel okay about things. Is somebody will ask me, would you feel this way if somebody was, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, of course. And then I'm like, oh, okay, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why do I feel this way if I wouldn't place that judgment or thinking on somebody else? Why am I so afraid to be, whatever?
Yeah.
And two, what do you think happens if you don't have that humor as a buffer?
Well, without humor, it's just vulnerability.
Yeah.
And being vulnerable is scary.
Yeah.
It's hard to be vulnerable, man. And vulnerability is opening yourself up to be hurt. I never learned how to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's one of the things that most human beings have in common. I think that's one of the very common threads that human beings all share is just difficulty of vulnerability. Being vulnerable is really fucking hard.
Yeah.
But man, if we could all just lead with compassion and vulnerability,
Oh, buddy.
fucking human race, the world, everything would be different.
Yeah. And it seems, especially in your case, with vulnerability being what's the word I'm looking for? Not protected, but kind of behind a glass case. You know, you can only break it for emergencies, a funeral, something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that how do you feel about vulnerability then? Is it a weakness or a strength?
Strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the strongest people are able to be vulnerable, especially in scary and uncomfortable moments. Yeah. But unfortunately, that's not something I learned.
Yeah.
Until well into adulthood. Probably within the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I really looked at that. I mean, I've always known the words that showing emotion is strength and it's strong. I've known those words. I've known the idea.
Yeah. But the examples.
I just, outside of examples, I never, even until a couple of years ago, I didn't embrace it. I didn't believe it. I didn't buy into it.
Yeah.
I just knew the words, you know?
Yeah.
But now that, I've embraced that or tried to, I'm working on embracing it. Yeah, I can actually try to implement it into my life, but it's like I've talked about on here many times. For me, it's kind of the idea that goes with happiness. It's not really a destination.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm going to have to practice for the rest of my life. And yeah, I hope I have the fortitude to do that for myself and for the people in my life that I care about, because I know the people in my life that I choose to be in my life, that I choose to be close with, and I choose to let close to me. They deserve to be treated with vulnerability and compassion. And I deserve to be somebody that leads with vulnerability and compassion.
Yeah.
So I hope that I can continue on the path to give that to all of us.